Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Artistically Declined, now in glorious Spookavision. My name is Ian Roten, and I'm joined today by the Bride of Pamperchew, Russell Stroud.
Oh geez, it's cold. Everybody bundle up with your hot cocoa and get ready for some holiday cheer. Ho ho
Dude,
ho.
honestly, like, okay, I know, I dump on a lot of stuff, but I would gladly say that I love all that stuff I've dumped on, just to say how much I hate the cold.
What the fuck?
I I am a warm-blooded animal. Like the summer is like my favorite months, and when it starts getting cold, I just die a little inside.
Nah, man, the cold's where it's at. I die in the heat.
I don't get that, man. I don't get it.
It's absolute ass.
No, cause
It's
like in the winter,
ass.
it. All right. Anyway, we're gonna be drawing some Halloween shit because it'll be Halloween when this goes up. Yay!
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna.
gonna be Halloween?
Yes.
Wait, so I did this whole bit about Christmas and you didn't correct me? Now I just look like an ass.
You always look like an ass. What's your point?
Oh, oh,
And
jeez.
back
Alright.
to that Spookavision, back to that back to that Spookavision thing I was talking about a minute ago.
What?
Periodically through this episode, I'll go ah and
Oh
scare the
my
shit out of
god.
Russell in the middle of
No!
conversation.
Ah! Shit! I don't like that!
No, it's scary. All right, so we're gonna be drawing some classic monsters. We did cryptids last time in kind of preparation for the spooky season, and
Hmm.
we're gonna be drawing us in classic spooky monster garb and form. Spooky.
Ian, if there was
Yeah.
one spooky monster that you would have physical relations with, what would it be?
Probably the Wolfman, honestly, just because like that's the one way bestiality would be legal.
Alright, well, this is awkward because I'm making myself Wolfman, so I'm gonna have
Why
to
do you
keep
think I
away from
chose
you.
it, baby? Why do
Oh,
you think I
God.
chose it, huh?
uh, if I had to choose
Look,
one, it would probably be Merman.
really?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that would just stink a lot.
Well, I mean, you just get some, like Febreze.
I mean, I feel like that's not gonna get the smell out.
You could probably get some gill action, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like some Street Fighter 3 boss goodness.
Not that Gil, Ian.
Okay.
Not that Gil. God, not that Gil. Can you imagine getting fucked by Gil from Street Fighter Third Strike?
Like, it would be the best sex ever, but you would die at the end.
Worth it. Do you remember Gil from Johnny Test?
Was he the next door neighbor?
Yeah,
The
he was the
sisters?
boy next door that the twin sisters were like obsessed over, despite
Yeah, they were
which
like
was weird
trying to
because they were
violate him.
yeah because they were like geniuses, but he was a freaking idiot. So I don't know what they saw
Yeah.
in him. I guess it was just because he was hot.
Yeah,
Shows
straight up.
goes to show how shallow women are. All right.
Oh, ooh, you said it.
uh,
You fucking said it, mister.
dude, I'm not gonna lie. Wolfman's doing something for me right now.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Even though it's you?
yeah,
See, I told you.
yeah, man. I don't know if you actually said what you're drawing yourself as.
Oh, vampire.
Wow,
K-
lame.
Nuh-uh, shut
Fucking
up.
fucking basic ass. Like, oh, I bet you're doing like a Dracula collar and stuff, and you're like, oh, sick blue.
No.
You say as you erase everything and start over.
Yeah, just hit that little clear button up top. No, I really like cool old vampires. I think that they've got a really neat style. Although when I was trying to look up some like reference for like the Victorian clothing, like I searched like a million fucking things to try to find like a good reference of it or whatever, but like all of the results that pop up for clothes are either like fucking Party City terrible costumes or like weird like hyper goth like all leather things, and it's like can I just see like some Bella Lugosi or fucking like Castlevania reference images, please? Like these are not the clothes I'm looking for.
Just type in Dracula Castlevania, then you'll get Dracula Castlevania.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to draw Dracula Castlevania specifically.
But you're going for like that regal vibe rather than the fucking like cartoony ass Halloween costume vibe, right?
Right, yeah. But like some of the costumes occasionally would be like, all right, that's got an element of it I like.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then some just look like something My Chemical Romance would wear.
God. Do you remember when everyone was into My Chemical Romance?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I remember being like kind of a thing in high school, and then it like really came back for a while, like a year ago.
Did it?
And then it just, I feel like it did. Like I felt like Black Parade was like everywhere again for some reason.
I hadn't noticed. I remember when Black Parade came out though, and everyone was losing their goddamn minds. I mean,
Yeah, it's a pretty good song to be fair.
I'm not shitting on anyone. I was too. I was a huge like fucking My Chemical Romance fan.
Yeah, you wore T-shirts of them all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's because I kind of liked them, and so whenever it was like Christmas or my birthday, people who didn't know what to get me were like, yeah, I guess he likes that one band. I guess we'll give him a shirt of that band, which is like not fine. Like, all right, cool, a new shirt of a thing I like. But I wanted to be clear, I wasn't that obsessed.
Didn't you say that you wanted Gerard Way to impregnate you?
I don't even know who Gerard Way is. God damn it!
Spookavision!
I don't like that!
Russell, what are some of your... Do you have any Halloween memories?
I'm trying to think. I know there was this one time when I was a little baby Babu, and I refused to get candy from half of the houses because I was too scared of the decorations.
Aw, that is cute. I feel like I definitely did that at some point, like when I was younger, too.
Mm-hmm. There was also one year where I insisted on going through the extra trouble of not dressing up as a generic monster, but rather I wanted to specifically dress up as Alice Cooper as he appears in his... No. I wanted to dress up as him as he appeared in his, at the time, most recent album, Along Came a Spider, where the whole story is that he's a psycho murderer who themes his murders around spiders.
Okay.
And it was like cool. He wore like a suit jacket, and he had like long hair, and he was like really pale, and he had, you know, like black makeup around his eyes and all that. And
Did you understand that was the theme of the video at the time?
What video?
Or the album or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very abundant that it was about spiders on account of the fact that it mentioned spiders constantly, and he had a spider necklace. And,
no, not the spider part, the fucking murderer part.
And the name of the album was Along Came a Spider.
Anyway, that seems cool.
Also, the murderer part was obvious on account of the fact that most of the songs were specifically about murdering you.
Alright,
not you specifically. Not you specifically. There's like this one track where it's just during the guitar breakdown or whatever, you just hear actual vocals, not singing, but just people talking, and it's just Alice Cooper going, "Hey, listen, my van just broke down. Could you go around to the back and get my tools from the back of the van?" And the girl was all
that's
like,
some fucking Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. And there's and there's like a girl vocal where she's all saying, no, I'm sorry, and she's actually doing like a Valley Girl kind of voice, but she's like, I gotta go, but whatever, you're freaky, psycho, and then she runs away, and then Alice Cooper's voice is all like, lucky girl, or something like that, maybe next time.
Shit, I wasn't gonna kill her. Like, my car is actually broken down. I actually needed those tools. Like,
oh god,
she would have gotten a free pass. So that's kind of bitchy of her, but you know, whatever.
I wonder, right? There's gotta be a murderer who's thinking, like, he's not always thinking about murdering. You know, there's bound to be some casual aspect of their life where it's just like, okay,
yeah,
that's a free pass. That's fine.
I had a few good Halloweens I remember. I remember this one where me and my dad made a Ghost Freak costume from Ben 10, and my mom was worried that I would suffocate with whatever like mask we were constructing, and it's like, this is like fucking jersey fabric material that is not like tightened around my head. I'm not gonna choke to death. Like, it's all right. If I need to breathe, I can easily take this off. Like it's not that bad.
Yeah, you're not a stupid kid who thinks, "Oh, this is fine." If you're
I do
suffocating.
actually. It's fucking funny. There was a that actually reignited a memory of mine where
Oh boy, where
uh
you accidentally suffocated yourself and died.
no, I was a little worried that I was going to do that like once it happened, but I was my parents were in the kitchen and I was in my room, and there was like this like burlappy cloth book bag thing that I was like, my head could fit in this, and so I fit my head in it, and then I was like, what if I can't get this off and I suffocate and die? And so even though like I don't remember if I was just so stressed that I couldn't get it off, or like what the deal was, or if I just was like afraid, but I like stumbled out and ran into the kitchen like crying my head off that I had this bag stuck on my head and that I was gonna suffocate and die. And my parents were like, I was like pretty young when this happened, like I was probably like 3, and so they were like, oh my god, and then they just like took the bag off and I was just like bawling my eyes out.
Aww, that's so sweet.
Right.
Aside from the fact that you almost died.
I absolutely was not about to die.
No, you almost.
But it's
died.
one of those things where like my parents like warned me like, no, okay, don't put your head in things that'll like suffocate and kill you. And I was
You
like,
stupid
okay,
asshole,
I won't.
yeah.
Yeah, straight up. Let's see. I have some other Halloween memories. There was this one year where me and my dad like made a Ghostbusters proton pack thing,
Nice.
and it was really cool. It was a fun project, and my sister got some like really generic like Spider Queen of the Night costume or whatever from Party City,
Oh boy.
and so like every house we went to, like it's old people handing shit out, so they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're a Ghostbuster. That's so cool. That's really good. Can I see the proton pack?" And I was like, "Yeah. Oh, this is great. Everybody loves this." And my sister was getting so fucking angry. She was like, "Nobody knows what I am, and they keep talking about your costume, but nobody knows what I am." And I was like, "Emma, you're a fucking generic like Party City dress that has some spiderweb decals on it. Like, what the fuck are you gonna like? You're not what what are
Yeah.
they gonna recognize you as?"
You know,
And
that,
she
that
she
kind of
just
ties
like,
into what I feel about like, when you're a kid, it's one thing, right? Where you're just a
mhm,
generic a monster because it's whatever, a kid's having fun. But once you get a
yeah,
little older, why not just do something cool and clever and creative, right?
yeah.
Like just going to Party City, getting a Spider Queen outfit when you're like, how old was Evan at the time?
Probably like 6 maybe.
Oh wait, that okay. You know what? I feel like an asshole now. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, I get
Fucking,
you. I get you.
you're 6 years old. Fucking be original. Oh my god.
Grow the fuck up, Jesus. No, I get what you're saying though. Let's see. Okay, I have a more pathetic Halloween memory.
Oh boy, let's hear it.
This was from when I was in like first grade, I think.
Okay,
Um, and I did not have a whole lot of friends when I was in elementary school.
understandable.
I frequently like I'd get a friend and then like get way too glommy on them, and then like they'd be like, okay, well, this kid's annoying. So this one year in like our music class or something, everybody was supposed, like the teacher did a game where she was like, okay, we'll have somebody like show like give like a little what do you call it, a charades of like what their costume is, and then everybody guesses it, and then they choose somebody else to go next or whatever. And I was like, oh man, I like my costume this year is Anakin from Star Wars. I know exactly what I'll do. I'll do like a pod racer thing. It'll be so cool.
You'll try spinning. That'll work. That's a good.
Exactly. I was gonna try spinning, uh, and so like slowly the class was going by. Like people were choosing people. I was doing that thing that kids do where you stick your hand as high into the air as you can. You're fucking straining the muscles in your arm to the point where
Yeah.
the tendons are
You
gonna
pop
rip
your arm
to
out
to
of your
get picked.
socket as if that'll get you a better chance of being selected.
Exactly. Yeah. When in reality, people probably be like, God, this kid is fucking annoying. Uh, and so I was like, it's fine. It's fine if none of these people choose me, because my fucking best friend in the whole wide world
Oh
is
no.
gonna pick me.
Oh no.
And so then he chose another friend of his, and I was like, oh fuck, I am so fucking screwed. I am fucking done for. Like nobody is gonna choose me. And like as it was going, like there were less and less people, and it was winding down, and the teacher was like, "Okay, all right, thank you everybody. That was really fun." And I just started crying, and
Oh,
and they're like, "Oh, Ian, what's up?" And I was like, "I really wanted to do mine. I had like a whole thing for it." And they were like, I think some kid was like, "Hey, I didn't get to go either," and I was just like, "That's not the point."
no one
And so
cares
then
about you.
yeah, and then the teacher's like, "Okay, well, why don't you go up and do yours?" And I was like, "Okay." And I did it, and I was like, doing like he was in the pod racer and kind of dodging and weaving and shit, and like nobody guessed it, and I was like, "I'm Anakin from Star Wars," and everyone's like, "Oh, okay." And I
Hell
felt
yes.
so fucking pathetic.
Oh, that's funny, but like in a sad way, obviously.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I have a lot of those funny in a sad way fucking stories
I
from my
feel like
youth.
I feel like we all do. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
I probably should have planned this body out a little better.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm bad about planning. I'll set up a base and then just not follow it.
You're so much better at planning than I am, though. You at least set up the base.
Yeah, I still don't get that. I still don't get you, and you're just I'm just gonna take a pin now, and then I'm gonna like be all like
It's called drawing on the fly, Russell.
and then he's got like teeth and all that, and then he's got like cheekbones. He usually have like cheekbones detail, and he's all like wrinkly. And then he's gonna have like a weirdly unproportionate like body, but not in like a criticizing way, but more of just like this guy's a freak kind of way because you draw freaks. And then he's gonna be all like, and then, and he's gonna have like Courage Cowardly Dog arms. You know how it's like sticks, and then it's just like the three nubs, and then
Oh, you're real.
and then he's gonna be like really gross. He's gonna have like nose goblins and shit. Oh my fucking god! I don't. Please stop. Please stop.
But Russell, it's glorious scream-o-vision or what did I say?
I don't know, Spookavision, something like that. I can't believe that you screamed and scared me and ruined my whole bit about drawing a funny little freako.
I'm excited to see it.
Look at
If
him.
anything,
Look at him. He's beautiful. Anyways, I didn't draw him on another layer, so now he has to go.
how do you draw wine glasses?
You draw like a half of an oval, and then a stick, and then a triangle, and then you can draw like a line in the rectangle, and then fill it in, and then there'll be like another line that's like less filled in, or maybe it would be more filled in since it's. Would it be more filled in?
I don't know. I'm just trying to fake some fingers.
If this section is looking at the liquid directly, and then this section is looking at the liquid from slightly above, so that way it goes more into the liquid, so there's technically two different surfaces of liquid that you're looking at. I think I don't know.
Why do vampires use wine glasses instead of blood glasses?
Ian.
Seems like a fucking technical mistake to me.
Ian.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you.
Uh-huh.
But they drink blood out of the wine glasses.
Yeah, but why don't they drink it out of blood glasses?
There are no blood glasses.
I feel like that they have a market there that they are not taking advantage of.
Ian, you fool. If there was a market for it, then everyone would know there's a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
You fool.
Huh. You're right.
You know?
Another fucking Halloween memory alert. Another Halloween memory alert.
Oh boy.
This is a recent one, actually. When I was in I think sophomore year of college, I was invited by some friends to go along trick or treating with them. And so I was pretty stressed out in my second year because that's when shit started getting real in my major, and I was suddenly not. I didn't have a lot of time on my hands all of a sudden, but I was like, you know what? I need to fucking treat myself. I can't kill myself with this shit. That'll come later. And so I went out trick or treating with them, even though I had no costume or anything planned. And I was like, I hope people aren't going to be a jackass about this, but in case they are, my friend gave me in one of our other classes. He just out of nowhere gave me a one of those plastic like orange spider rings, right?
Sure.
So I was like, in case anybody asks, I'm Spider-Man, and hopefully they'll think that's funny enough to like mitigate it if they are actually going to be a dick about it.
Okay.
So I went and
That's clever.
yeah, like it was a an elegant solution to an inelegant problem. So like occasionally people would be like, "Oh, what are you supposed to be?" And I like kind of joking, like I obviously didn't have a costume on, and I'd be like, "I'm Spider-Man," and they'd be like, "Oh, that's fucking funny. Okay, here, have something." And I was like, "All right, this is working." But then we went up to this one wrinkled old bitch's house,
Oh boy.
and I was kind of at the back of the pack. There were a good number of us, and why did I draw a fucking zipper here? Vampires don't use zippers.
You don't know
Uh,
that.
I guess not. So I was kind of toward the back of the pack, and I heard her from the door being like, "You all better be wearing costumes, because if you're not, then I'm not gonna give you any candy." And I was like, "Oh Jesus, this is gonna be like the one piece of shit tonight that I got to deal with."
Hmm.
And so I finally get up there. I'm like the last person, and she was like, "Where's your costume?" And I'm like, "I'm Spider-Man." And there was just fucking silence, and she just stared at me,
Just crickets
and
start
she
chirping.
and I was like, "Look, I'm sorry. This was really short notice. This is the best I could do." And she was like, "You want some candy?" And I was like, if you're gonna give me candy, then yeah." And so she was like, "Dance." I was like, "Excuse me?" And she was like, "Do a dance." And I did a really fucking shitty, embarrassed dance on her fucking doorstep. And she was like, "That was awful." I was like, "Yeah, I know." And then she fucking gave me candy and shut the door.
Nice.
And then I had to go run to catch up with everybody, and they were like, "Oh, where were you?" And I was like, "You don't want to fucking know."
I don't want to talk about it.
I,
That's
I,
wild though.
that old lady went in and fucking slicked her old
All
ashen
right.
pussy to that.
All right. All right. Yeah. No need for that kind of language. That's
It's
interesting
true.
though. Like that's just what you do. You dress up. But I never really thought about the fact that the idea that you need to dress up to get candy.
Right.
Like that's weird.
Like it's the prerequisite to acquiring the goods is that you need to satisfy all the people who aren't going out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't,
It was pretty nice haul though.
yeah. I gotta say earlier I was bringing up my inability to plan very well.
Mhm.
I gotta say I think my biggest issue is definitely symmetry, or at least
Oh yeah.
perceived symmetry in a perspective.
Okay.
I feel like every time I draw a face in 3/4 and it looks fine, and then after about 10 minutes I do the flippy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to fucking eat my hand. I hate
Yeah.
everything.
I'm kind of wrestling with that with these eyes. They're not too bad, but like they're just bad enough that I keep noticing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like every other week or so I have to keep doing a whole new like study session of just
Mhm.
referencing pictures and other art to just make sure my head anatomy is fine and I know where
Right.
everything's supposed to go, because apparently I don't.
Sure. Yeah.
Despite doing this for as long as I have, apparently I don't know. Apparently I always make the closer eye like way too close to the side, I
Mm.
guess, and it's like, wait, but that I don't know.
Yeah. I get you.
I hate my life.
Do you?
No, I just say that to be dramatic.
Wow, what a fucking little millennial sprick you are.
How dare you? Anyways, Ian,
Anyhow, yeah.
how are you today?
I suppose I'm all right.
That's
I,
nice.
sp- I suppose.
I'm tired.
Yeah, it's because you have younglings.
That wake me
Uh,
up all the time. Also, I go to bed at fucking 6 in the morning and I get up at 4, 3 to
yeah,
4. So it's like,
yeah,
what do I expect? Other people in the household have a life, and I'm over here getting mad about being woken up
yeah.
for being a
Dude,
mad
that's
jackass.
okay. So my sister doesn't watch this, so it's totally fine to shit on her. She would understand. It's fine. But like one of the things that she does that I hate the most is like she'll start taking a nap out on like the couch in the living room, and then people like are passing through or like trying to do stuff or have conversations, and then she's like, "Guys, I'm trying to sleep."
Oh my
And it's
god.
like, "Then go to your bedroom. The room designed to do that."
It's in the name.
Versus the living room where people live
Live.
life.
and interact. They socialize. They do things. On a similar note to what I was talking about before, though.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of a problem it is, the fact that every time I depict myself, it's usually me just being tired and depressed.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I won't lie.
It just speaks to my soul of just being tired.
And every time I draw myself, I'm looking sultry at the camera.
Oh yeah, do you?
Yeah. I often look sultry at everybody.
Really? You usually have like a shit-eating grin from the drawings of yourself that I've seen.
Isn't that sultry?
No.
Oh.
I associate... Hold on. Let me do a quick Google fucking tappity tap tap. I didn't actually type anything with meaning. I just wanted to tap for the sake of sound effects. Sultry. Just to make... What the fuck? It gave me some weird, like, Firefox coding bullshit. Sultry, of the air or weather, hot and humid, or of a person, especially a woman, attractive in a way that suggests a passionate nature. Yeah, so I was right. It's like a nice, saucy, suggestive, like, oh, like, coy kind of thing. Sultry.
Yeah.
No, that's
Would you not consider shit-eating to be sultry?
No, what?
Oh.
A shit-eating is like a weaselly, impish grin.
Yeah, but... So is that why I don't get any?
That might be why you don't get any, Ian.
Shit. I'm gonna have to change up my entire playbook now.
You're over here thinking... It's like the beginning of Lord of the Rings, where... What's the name of the guy who was...
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron, the guy who fucks everything up initially?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like... Toss it into the fire, cast it out! And he's like, has that mouth, like that smile of just, no. That's what you look like, and you think you look sexy doing it.
Well, I'm so fucking sorry.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry there.
I actually feel really proud of myself for doing a Lord of the Rings reference, because I couldn't do that until relatively recently.
Elrond is the fucking creator of Scientology, you idiot.
I know that, but Elrond's a name.
Not in fucking Lord of the Rings.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't know why you think I got debated. Like, I feel like that's pretty reasonable.
Well, because you seem to go along with it pretty well.
Because I don't remember the guy's name. I trusted you.
Okay, alright.
Oh.
So you did in fact get debated.
I guess, but not, like, that doesn't feel like a... Like, I feel like Jabeta is when I'm an absolute fool. How could I possibly have believed you? But that seemed reasonable.
Alright, okay.
I don't know. Point is, you're an asshole. Ian. I swear to fucking God.
I promise that's the last one.
See, you're saying that to set me into a false sense of security for the next time you do it.
I'm saying it with a sultry grin on my face.
Ian. Ian, did you just get that role in the newest movie coming out? Because that was a callback if I've ever seen one.
Is that a movie that's coming out?
What?
Is Callback a movie that's coming out?
No. When an actor does an
audition,
they get a callback if they're selected.
And then that's when they go up to Mr. Weinstein's room, right?
God, I hate you. You always ruin my jokes.
I'm sorry, your jokes are very ruinable. No, that's mean. I'm sorry.
That actually seems like a compliment in a way, because it's... Whatever.
I'm sorry.
No, shit.
I didn't mean to.
Dude, it's a curse. I feel like all of my friends ruin my humor.
It was an accident.
Because I value comedic timing, whereas everyone else is like, fucking dicks, ha ha ha.
I hate that.
Dude. And that's not to say, that's not to imply that my humor is high brain or anything. It is not.
Sure, yeah.
However, I'm just saying I value the timing. There's an art to it, okay? I don't care if I sound pompous. There's an art to my comedy. I don't give a shit. I'm funny.
I agree. I think we have a real Abbott and Costello thing going on, and I quite enjoy that. Oh my god. I'm just gonna sound like an old man more and more with every episode.
So here's the thing. I've heard the
what's
name
the guy's
Abbott
name on
Costello.
first?
I've heard the name Abbott and Costello. I just never actually took the time to look up what they're about.
Have you not seen Who's on First?
Oh, Who's on First? Yeah, I didn't realize that was Abbott and Costello.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
fair.
there's another really good one I'll send you sometime about them doing math wrong, and it's really funny.
That
It's like
sounds familiar.
a guy has to pay his rent, and so he's like trying to con the landlord, and so he like does a bunch of misleading math. It's actually quite it makes you go like, wait, hang on, how is he doing that? Because that adds up, but it's clearly wrong. It's a really good quality bit.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Uh, I drew my arms way thicker than they actually are, but I guess that fits with the whole Wolfman thing.
Yeah, you're a mutant. Made
Yeah,
it.
I'm definitely a mutant.
You're X-Men: The New Mutants.
Yep, I am definitely a mutant, and there's nothing funny or like different or subverting of expectations whatsoever.
Russell, that's not funny because I can't see what you're doing right now, so I don't know if you're trying to fuck with me here.
I'll never tell Ian.
I'll never tell.
No, I'll never tell. No.
I so didn't plan this out well enough.
Maybe I should draw the part that completes the joke before I finish. Goddamn son of a bit. Fuck. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Ruler time. Boom.
That's not how that looks. I look so fucking dummy thick in this.
Boom. It's a ruler.
That looks awful.
You look awful.
I need to fix that shit.
But not actually. You're a very attractive young man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Whatever.
Let's see. Do I have another fucking Halloween memory? I think I had one that I forgot.
Maybe it's the one where you like totally like walked into that haunted cemetery when everyone advised you not to, and you were like, "Oh, geez, I wonder what's gonna happen." And then, oh man, a mystical monster appears, and you go on a Goosebumps adventure.
I can talk about that. That's. Thank you for reminding me about that. Goosebumps. Did you read much Goosebumps when you were
Dude,
younger?
I was a fucking Goosebumps mega fan.
Okay,
That was my
I
shit.
thought that I always thought that the covers were super cool, but I was too much of a pussy to ever read them.
They're not actually scary.
Right.
They're so surface level scary where even as a kid I didn't think they were scary. They were just fun, like spooky quote unquote scenarios. And
Right.
some of them just actually aren't even horrific. It's just a weird adventure.
Yeah.
Which is always the weirdest thing to me.
I read one of them, and it wasn't even like I even at the time I knew it wasn't that scary of one, but it kept me from ever reading any others. Like I knew it wasn't a scary one, and it was about.
Which one was it? Was it the Diary of a Mad Mummy? Was it I'm trying to think of some Return of the Carnival of whatever. It was a carnival
No.
one. Was it the Living Dummy series? Was it?
I guarantee
Was
if
it,
I gave
Little
you
Comic
an
Shop of
hour,
Horrors?
if I gave you an hour, you would not fucking guess it.
Was it the fucking the creepy creations of Professor Shock?
No.
Was it Attack of the Beastly Babysitter?
No.
I really want to know how many of these I can pull off the top of my head before I have to actually.
I'm
start
kind of
Googling
curious
them
now
up.
too.
Was it Horrors of the Black Ring?
No.
Was it
That
Say
one sounds
Cheese and
cool.
Die?
No.
Was it Say Cheese and Die again?
No.
Yeah, I'm not even joking on that one. There's a sequel where it's just called Again, though. Hocus Pocus Horror.
No.
Brain Juice.
No.
Revenge R Us.
No.
Was it Revenge R Us? Jesus God, fucking, that's not funny.
It's so funny, dude.
It's not funny. I hate you. Was it Go Eat Worms?
No.
Was it Monster Blood 2?
No.
Fucking Calling All Creeps?
No.
Oh, was it How I Learned to Fly?
Nope.
Damn it. Was it Beware the Snowman?
Is Beware You?
Haha, you're funny. No one gets this on the. No one gets that on this one because I'm not Snowman.
That's his username.
Yeah. Anyways, was it Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes?
No.
Damn it. Was it any of the Give Yourself Goosebumps series, or maybe the Tales to Give You, like the short series? It was like the fucking. Wow, what was it called? It was the one where you can choose your adventure by going to certain pages based off your choices.
Oh, that's interesting, but no.
Damn it. Okay, so it's a classic series. Was it just straight up Welcome to Dead House?
No.
Damn it. The
Can
girl
I
who
can I say what it is
the
already?
girl who cried monster.
No.
I completely forgot to start drawing while I was thinking about this.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
Deep Trouble.
No.
Do you even remember the title of it, or
I
you just...
don't I don't remember the title, but I think I'd know it if you said it. It was one where this kid has his friends over for his birthday party, and he finds a strange mirror up in his attic. And when you turn on this light that's over the mirror, it makes you invisible for a period of time, for as long as you
Oh,
let the
let's get
light shine on
invisible.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was weird because like the story structure didn't make sense. Where eventually like the people got sucked into the mirror, and there were like evil mirror versions of the characters that wanted to get out and replace them. But it's like, what does that have to do with the invisible thing? Like, it doesn't. They just kind of fuck around with, while they're invisible for a while.
No, it's
But
like if when they go invisible, their visage is being stolen.
oh, okay, all right. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. But the thing that scared me,
Yeah.
like the whole thing didn't scare me up until the very end. The main character has a brother called Lefty because he's the only member of his family
Yeah.
who is left-handed. And so at the very end, after they escape from the mirror and smash it, he's out playing catch with his brother, and they're like, "Man, that sure was weird, huh? Better not tell any adults about it." And then he realizes that his brother is pitching with his right hand, and that's where the book ends, and that scared the shit out of, like, not scared, but like it sent a cold chill through me that made me like immediately go put the book back on the shelf.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny. You should definitely read them though. I think they're still good, even by
No, I bet.
just by like a pure fun standard. I remember How I Learned to Fly is a fun one.
Okay.
Because again, like I'm pretty sure that one is not horrific in the slightest. It's literally a kid who suddenly gets the ability to fly, so he becomes super famous with flying. But then someone else is like, "I can fly too," and then like there's a whole like competition to see who can fly the fastest. Like they're about ready to do like the race, and the kid's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend that I lost my powers, and then everyone will leave me alone. And then that's how
That's
it ends.
great.
That's how it ends.
That's great.
Because he was just tired of the fucking the media paparazzi. That's the word I was looking for.
That's funny.
I sadly don't remember how most of them end, but a lot of them are good. What was the fucking one of my favorite ones was I said it earlier. It was the girl who cried monster. If I remember, hold on, let me Google fact check that and make sure with the cover art will fucking. I typed in Google into Google. God fucking damn it.
It happens.
The girl who cried monster. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. It's about a girl who is late to return some of her books to the library. So when she goes, she finds that the librarian is some freak man who eats bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me, like you reading those off and that particular description. Did you ever read any of those books that were like, "There's no way the gym teacher could be a Neanderthal," or like, "There's no way that my piano teacher is
Was
a
that like those
lizard lady"?
ABC stories or something like that?
Maybe it was like a group of friends, and like every like book, there was like some fucking like person that they've in their like community or school that they found doing weird shit.
Was it A to Z
And
Mysteries?
maybe
Was one of the girls, did she have a gimmick where all of her clothing was based around one solid color?
maybe
Was it like every title had alliteration? So it's the
Yeah,
absent
yeah.
author, the bald bandit, the canary caper, the deadly
Oh,
dungeon, the
no.
empty envelope, the falcon's feathers, the
It's not
goose's
the same.
gall, the haunted hotel, the invisible island, the jaguar's jewel, the kidnapped king, the lucky lottery, the missing mummy, the ninth nugget, the orange outlaw, the panda puzzle, the quicksand question, the runaway racehorse, the school skeleton, the talking T-Rex, the unwilling unbear, the vampire's vacation, the white wolf, X'd out X-ray, yellow yacht, and zombie zone.
No.
Damn it!
It was all specifically like the teacher is a garden gnome or something like that, where the teacher would be really suspicious and exhibit traits similar to that of a garden gnome, and then the kids would investigate them, and then
I
in the
think
end
I
they'd
still
find
know what
like
you're talking about.
they'd be like, no, I'm not a garden gnome, silly kids. But then at the end, like, there would be like a wait, but is she maybe thing,
Is that a
like
specific example you're using,
it's
or just
basically just how
generic?
every book went.
Because I feel like I
I
still know what you're talking about. I just can't think.
I bet you
Children
do.
mystery books series.
Oh yeah,
It
you're
was
gonna
probably like
find.
an older one too, wasn't it? Like some not like old, but it was up there.
Like probably like the covers looked like they were like published in the 90s.
Yeah, and then it was like a nice, like beautiful, like watercolored, like semi-realistic art style.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um. Fuck. Now I'm really curious, but I gotta keep drawing. But like.
yeah. I later maybe.
But I wanna know now. I wanna know now. Because I feel like I know I can visualize the cover art of some of them.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Russell, would you be mad if I used Nair on your hair?
I would be Obsidian.
That's fair.
Like I get you're doing like a rhyming thing. How the fuck did that? Oh my god, I'm a fool. I get what you're doing here, but I would be upset. I would just actually be mad.
That's
I'd be
very
mad at you.
fair.
I would question our friendship. I would wonder why you would do. Why the fuck is this not? Where's the gap? Where's the fucking gap?
It's at the mall.
That's not. Where's the fucking gap? I actually cannot see the gap. What the fuck? What the fuck? I straight up don't see it. What the oh my god, I'm using the wrong color. God damn, oh my god. What the fuck? Where's the gap? Does this not count if I do this bit? Do I actually have to close that? Where the fuck? Ian, I'm losing my mind right now.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Maybe it was on this side, but this side got filled, so then there can't be a gap right there. Maybe right here. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Uh-oh, spaghetti. Dude. How long has it been since you've had SpaghettiOs?
I never had them. I thought that they
What?
looked vile.
Yeah, they're gross, but like...
I thought that they looked like flesh-colored discs floating in blood.
Why isn't this working? There's no gap! There's no fucking gap, I swear to God.
And this has been another story from the Twilight Zone.
There's no gap! There's no gap, though! I'm looking at the line, there's no fucking gap.
The camera zooms out the window on you going, there's no gap! There's no gap!
It's not fair! What the fuck? I'm losing my mind. Where the fuck? Get this all.
Alright, so, I guess we'll be moving on to drawing number 2.
Yeah.
And we couldn't decide what the fuck we wanted to do. So we're both gonna draw different things. Russell's gonna draw a character that's rethemed as being Halloween. I don't know what character it is.
Right.
And I'm gonna draw a monster. I had an idea for a monster a little while ago, and I've wanted to draw it for quite a while. And I'm not super good with like digital painting, but I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try it out. And if it works, that's gonna be great. And if it doesn't, I'm just gonna hate this episode.
Bro, I hate everything, so it's okay.
All right, go.
Everything I do. Okay.
Let's hope I do this right. Okay, Russell. What's your greatest fear?
Spiders.
Really?
Yeah.
That kind of surprises me.
Yeah, fuck spiders. Spiders
Okay.
can go fucking die.
Or they could be right behind you.
Ah!
I'm just kidding, Russell.
I
There's
promise
not a
you-
spider behind you.
I promise you this is related. It's gonna sound like a tangent, but I promise you it's related.
Okay.
I was watching Close Encounters of the Third Kind last night with a friend.
Mhm.
It was a nice spooky time. Even though that film isn't strictly spooky, it's whatever. You get what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
But when it got to the end, I don't know if you've seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
I have not.
But spoilers, aliens, hence the name. But like you get to see the aliens at the end, and the interesting thing about that film is the aliens aren't the horror; they're actually painted in a very positive light.
Okay.
Which is nice. But like you get to see the aliens at the end; they're just kind of vibing there at their ship for everyone to just go,
Mm-hmm.
oh, whoa, as like pretty music plays. And
Whoa.
my friend suggested to me, they're like, what would be the most fucked up, like, these guys look a little creepy, but what would be the most fucked up alien species that where you just be like, no, fuck it. And I'd be like, definitely if they were spider aliens. Like, I don't care. I don't care if they're peaceful. I don't care if they're super nice. Like, whatever, our species can conduct business. We can be friends, and you can teach us your ways of technology. But I'm not going anywhere near any of you. Fuck you guys to death. I think I've actually talked about this film before, but it's called Possum.
Yeah. You have mentioned it.
The dude's like haunted by a spider puppet with a man face on it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit to death. The film itself is not scary, but every time Possum is on the screen, I'm just like, fuck it. Fuck it to death.
So your least favorite urban legend would be the one about the girl popping the zit and then baby spiders rushing out?
Oh, that's a really good scary stories to tell in the dark one.
I mean, it's existed before that.
Well, I know, but I'm just bringing it up because that's how I know it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So shut up. Fuck you.
Naturally. My biggest fear is just straight up death. It's always like from day one like haunted me. Like I didn't like saying bedtime prayers. Like once I realized like what some of the things that we were saying meant. Like I think one of the lines in our nightly prayer back when I was a kid was like it listed out like friends and family, and saying like and to get into heaven when it's their turn. And at first I always like interpreted that as like, oh, like a turn like on a slide, and then I was like, wait, that means like their turn to die.
Yeah.
That means like all my friends and family are gonna die, and it like from then on like it really bothered me. So it's always been like my biggest fear, I think. And I remember when I was a kid, I had my own little superstition about not sleeping the reverse way in my bed, like not sleeping with my head where my feet normally go, because like I frequently had nightmares when that happened, and it was probably just coincidental, but then eventually it became like psychosomatic, I think, to the point where like I remember very vividly I had a dream when I was young where it was like I was at my own funeral, or like looking at my own funeral with like my friends and family like crying around me, and I was a little 6-year-old boy like in a coffin surrounded by like my stuffed animals and like my Buzz and Woody toys, and it really fucked me up. It fucked with me so badly. You're an ass.
No, it's just the I'm not laughing at your pain, but there's something. It's not even funny. It's just so cute that I'm laughing. Do you get that feeling?
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
But it's just really heartwarming where it's just like all my Toy Story toys and whatnot, like all the things that matter to me.
My Buzz and Woody toys were like my favorite toys when I was young. I still have them.
Heck yeah, man.
You know, that's actually a good question. Do you have anything that's like? Do you have anything that's sacred to you? Like, I really don't like it when I see, like, fucked up parodies of, like, Toy Story or Winnie the Pooh, for instance. Like, I really don't like seeing those, because they're such, like, beloved childhood things that, like, I just don't like seeing them, like, messed with. So, like, every time there's, for instance, like, a Robot Chicken sketch about, like, the Toy Story toys getting really horribly fucked up, I'm like, it really bothers me. Do you have anything that's like that?
Like, yes and no, because there are things that I'm sure I particularly care about, but if I saw something fucked up, I'd be like, okay, whatever, I'm not really into it, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is a very bland and boring answer, but I guess if I had to give something specific, I hate when I'm just, like, scrolling through, like, Twitter or something like that, and, like, first of all, the artist is usually really good, so whatever.
Yeah.
But whenever I see, like, saucy or suggestive art of Dragon Ball characters, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. Like, Android 18, really great design, cute character. I love, she's one of my favorites. But, like, seeing her, like, drawn up, like, super sexy, like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know about that. It's not doing anything for me. Because I just have such a childhood association with Dragon Ball. Like, that, like, sure, Dragon Ball has sexual jokes here and there, but like I said, it's jokes. It's very lighthearted. I never perceive Dragon Ball in, like, an actual adult manner.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I dislike that for a different reason, mostly because like I've just got a weird association with like Dragon Ball porn being like alongside banner ads of, you know, like Simpsons porn and stuff. So I've always just found it like really really weirdly cringy. If you catch my drift.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, just like, you know, it's like, okay, there's Krillin fucking Android 18 next to Bart fucking Marge for some reason.
Yeah, it's always incestual, isn't it?
I don't get it. It's like, why? What is it about people who enjoy Simpsons porn that specifically enjoy like the family fucking each other?
Dude, all of the porn, fucking, all the advertisements for when you go to like those illegal anime sites, right, to watch
Yeah,
Courage the Cowardly
yeah.
Dog for free. Uh, yes, that's a specific example. It's always so weird. Like you're gonna like you're not gonna last 2 seconds in this fucking hit game.
Yeah, and then it's like a picture of like Mario or some shit, and it's like, what? Why?
And I'm just over here like I just want to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog or Ed and Eddie, man. Like, get off my back.
And besides, why would I want to play a game that would make me like blow my load in like 30 seconds? Like that's the point.
Yeah, it's hardly a game then.
Yeah. Like, I'll click onto the site and then click off.
Right.
Oh, dude, if I can find it, I'll put it in. But I saw a fucking, like, the funniest shit. It was like a fake interview with Shigeru Miyamoto, but he was like, he's saying, like, I see these ads for games. It says, don't click, or, like, if you play, you'll come in 30 seconds. But it seems like the objective is to make the player come, but they tell you not to play. That, in my opinion, is bad game design.
Oh, that's funny.
It's the dumbest shit.
I like to imagine that
I love
in
it.
like in a very Japanese accent too.
A Nintendo Power fucking article.
Yeah. Right next to is listed right next to fucking how to get past the cliffside in Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. That's funny to me. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I think I meant to make this a bit lighter, but it's fine.
What are you doing again? I forgot.
I'm designing a monster that I had an idea for a while back, and
Okay.
I'm trying to do a digital painting of it. I don't know if it'll work out very well. I'm kind of new to doing this, especially when it comes to like blending colors and stuff. But we'll see how it turns
The
out.
best thing I can suggest is just it's all about adding.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you just add on until you get what you want.
yeah.
But yeah, no, that's interesting. What kind of philosophy are you taking when trying to design it? Are you going to go for something classical? Are you trying to do something cosmic? Or what's that?
Definitely classical. I guess I could kind of talk about it, since you won't see it until the end anyway.
Sure.
It's kind of weird. I came up with it in kind of an amalgam of things, but the main instigation of it was a graphical glitch in the Spider-Man PS4 game, where all of the people's models standing in this line got replaced with denim texture of like pants. It was really fucking weird, but it was also kind of creepy, kind of a creepy image.
Okay.
To me, where it was like these people that were just completely encased in denim, and I think denim is one of the most uncomfortable fabrics ever created, especially up against skin.
I don't know
I wear
about that.
jeans every day.
I can sleep
but-
in jeans.
I can too, but like I really just want to take them off the next morning.
Valid.
Point is that I started thinking more about denim up against flesh, and I had an incident while I was up at college while I was playing on a playground with some friends where I slammed my knee into like a piece of this playset thing that we were fucking around on, and then the next day when I was changing my pants, like there was just a big fucking bloody hole left from me slamming my shin into it. And I was just like, there's probably like a piece of my skin up like melded into the fucking fabric of the denim now. And like those two things fused made me think of like this kind of like raw meaty man that doesn't really have a lot of skin, and he's just like he wears like a denim kind of like shawl over him, and he has like pieces of denim like stapled up against this like raw bloody body. And I thought that was like a fucking perfect like idea for like a hulking like horror figure.
Okay. So
So,
your concept of inventing horror is you jump to jorts.
yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
What's more topics we can discuss?
Um. Uh. How much ass do you think Dracula gets?
A lot, actually, considering that the entire crux of his story is that he lures in easy women and then has a euphemism for sex with them, and then turns
I
them
don't
into
know about
vampires.
that. I think you're projecting, Ian.
It's literally not. Literally,
I
like,
think you're projecting. I think that's
in
I
fucking
think that's some
in Bram
bullshit.
Stoker's Dracula, he fucking like there's a loose girl that swings, and then there's like a pious girl, and he turns the loose girl
Oh.
into a vampire, and then the pious girl isn't affected by him.
So you're saying that the loose girl was asking for it, huh? Is that what you're implying? Is that what you're kind of getting at? Is he saying that she deserved
No,
it?
it was still against her will.
Shut up.
That's just the political commentary of the time. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean I agree.
Yeah. Do you ever have that problem where? Do you ever have that problem where you're trying to draw something and you don't feel like it's going super well, so you just lose all motivation to give it like a whole lot of effort, thus making it
Yeah.
look worse?
Yeah,
But you're also just like, fuck it, just fuck it.
yeah, yeah. I know that for shizzle.
Yeah. I hate this mouth. I don't like how this mouth came out. That's better.
This mouth came mouth.
Your face. Got him. Dude, I got him. Ian, how does it know? How does it feel knowing that you just got blown out of the fucking water?
By somebody who can't even fucking speak English.
Yeah, you know it. Exactly. See, that's why it's so fucking devastating. You just got
Man.
fucking nay-nay, dude.
I can't even put it into words.
Yep. Fuck it. I don't even like this. I don't even like you.
I know.
I don't even like you.
You know, I don't. Sometimes I think that nobody really does.
Oh, damn, got him.
You're supposed to feel sympathetic!
No, absolutely not. I don't like you. We've established that.
Well, yeah, but this is supposed to make you like me.
No.
Maybe give me a little kiss.
No.
Maybe give me a little.
No, absolutely not. I'm jaded to it, by the way. Now it doesn't scare me
Damn it.
anymore.
Shit.
I don't know if you didn't get that from the last time you did it, and I just responded with silence and then continued on with my topic.
Well, I thought it caused you to like mentally shut down for a few seconds, and then you were like, I'm not even gonna acknowledge it anymore.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. You're lame. You're lame. Shut up. You know what creature really fascinates me?
What creature really fascinates you?
I'm going to fuck up the pronunciation super hard, so please don't be mad at me. But they're called Zhangji, I believe.
Oh yeah.
It's just the Chinese vampire, basically, or Chinese zombie.
Yeah, they wear the hat with like the little tag hanging in front of their face.
Yeah, the talisman, I believe, is what it's called.
I always thought they just walked out of the store without paying for it.
Nice. Very funny. But no, I've always been fascinated by them. There's an old NES game, I forget what it's called. I think it's just called Zhangji or like Night of the Vampire or something like that, where you had to fight them, right? And they move by jumping forward with their arms out, like they do like the Frankenstein arm thing, but they jump at you like
Yeah.
And I always thought that was fascinating because it's so weird and different. Like why do they jump at what's the jumping for? What
Japanese monsters are always weird like that. It's like
just
this
Asian
one
in general, because this is Chinese, just to clarify. But
Oh,
you're
okay.
absolutely
I thought
right,
it was
though.
yeah.
Very
But, like,
Eastern mythology is wild. I love it.
There's a fucking Japanese ghost that like appears while you're in the toilet. There's a lot of toilet ghosts in Japan. I don't get
There
it,
is,
but whatever.
yeah.
But there's this one that's like it asks you if you want blue or red paper, as in
Yes.
toilet paper.
Yes.
And then you have to say neither, or else it'll like, if you choose the red paper, it like brutally murders and cuts you up, and if you choose the blue paper, it like suffocates you.
Yes.
So you have to choose neither. And it's like what are with these weird fucking rules? Like you said with the hopping vampire, like who came up with that shit? Like why?
Yeah. To be fair, though, Western stuff is kind of weird too. Maybe it might be more down to earth from our perspective, but I'm sure like the rules of them are bizarre from an Eastern perspective or anywhere else. Like the black-eyed children. Do you know about those?
The Black Guy's Children?
No, black-eyed children.
Oh, they're that band, right?
No, Ian, no. It's a concept where there are these children with black eyes, and I believe I don't. There are multiple ways to interpret that. I think it means that their eyes are just like a void, where it's like once you get to the eyelid, their sclera and iris is just like all black. Either that, or maybe the entire socket is gone. I don't know. The point is, they have black eyes or virtually no eyes, and they'll knock at your door, and you'll go up to the door, open it, and they'll say, "Can we come in?" And you just have to say no. You just gotta say no and close the door, and they'll never bother you again.
Yeah.
But apparently, if you let them in, it's like the idea of what could happen is horrific. And I feel, and I feel like I think that's specifically a Western thing, but it's such a weird. I don't know.
I haven't heard of that one.
You know what the funny thing is? A part of the legend, and I dead ass, I'm not saying this to try to scare you, but apparently you're more likely to encounter them after you've heard the story.
Interesting. Okay.
Is the idea? I remember when my friend
probably
told me
because
that.
you're more socially conscious of it.
Maybe so. But my friend told me about that, and I was like, "Fuck off, fuck off! You're trying to spook me." And he's like, "No, that's just what people say. That's just how the records go. Like once the story got out, a lot of people started seeing it, and it was like, oh jeez." But yeah, really weird. It may not be the most conceptually bizarre, but the scenario is definitely weird to me. And then we have shit like
that's
Mothman.
A very Asian feeling. Well, the Mothman's different. People like see him before catastrophes, and then he like vanishes.
Well, sure, it's just weird mythology of these concepts. I feel like Western stuff has a lot less established design to stuff, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like we're more conceptual, whereas Eastern stuff is very like, that's an Oni, that's a Tengu.
Yeah, like they've definitely got like theme as a main deal.
Of course, that may just come from the fact that a lot of Japanese or Eastern video games use those, so we know what their interpretation of it is. So who knows?
Well, like, I mean, it's the same as like if I showed you like patchwork clothing, you'd be like Frankenstein. If I showed you like Victorian dress, you'd be like Dracula.
You know,
if I show you like torn up clothes, you'd be a zombie.
That's valid. I didn't really take like film into consideration. That feels like too modern to count, but I guess that absolutely is similar, like the same concept.
Not even exactly like that, but like, you know, if you show them like a mask of a particular like demon or something, they'd probably be able to, or like a Tengu, they'd be able to point that out. The same way as like there are aesthetic things that are deciding factors over here too.
Oh, for sure.
Although I remembered kind of like when you were talking, I was thinking about it a bit more about what you said, and I realized that there are some like really weird rules to our things. Like there's a lot of weird rules for like vampires and stuff where it's like they can't cross water, they can't cross into your home without permission.
God, you're right.
There's all these weird weaknesses that they have other than like crucifixes and garlic and wooden stakes that like you hear about, and it's like, really? And it's like, yeah, it's from this old story or whatever.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
In a way, I feel like it's easy to interpret that as, oh, they have a weakness. But for me, I always kind of perceive that as the way to combat them are so obtuse, and that plays into that whole concept of, I feel like we've talked about this before, maybe even in the Cryptids episode, but one of the greatest ways to establish fear is a lack of understanding. Like, at least it's one of the easiest ways. So, like, why is it a vampire can't stand crossing a bridge? Like, that's so weird. What is that thing? Like, I guess that might be an easy thing, but it's also very circumstantial, right? If a vampire invaded your home and tried to fuck your wife, like, you don't have a bridge to cross to save you.
Well, it wouldn't be home invasion because she had to let him in, so she was being a hoe.
That's true. You had to invite them in. That's right. You're absolutely right. Boom. My wife's
the lesson to take away from today is that women are whores. They're
No, just my wife. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew that much.
Oh, damn. I'm really disappointed in you right now.
Why?
I'm just
It was
disappointed.
like a Looney Tunes like fucking cackle. I thought that was pretty good.
It was good.
So why are you disappointed?
I'm just like, really, Ian? Is this what you're doing right now?
I don't get it. What the fuck's wrong with that? You do that shit all the time.
Honestly, nothing. I just think it'd be funny. We have a role, Ian. We have our roles. I'm allowed funny
Mega
clown
Man joke.
Yeah, Mega Man joke. Yeah, Mega Man totally has not been involved in this episode whatsoever, so I don't know why you're making that
Roll.
that what?
You said roll, which is a Mega Man character. Get it? Because it's Mega Man.
Shit.
Because you like Mega Man. What are your favorite? What's some creepy haunted stories that you like a lot?
Haunted stories
Yeah, what's some scary stories?
to tell in the dark?
If you choose to cite those in particular, then sure, why not?
I actually adore those books rather. The film is alright, but those books are great. I think one of my favorite ones is Harold or Harry or something like that. It's about a scarecrow. That totally. Sorry,
Is that the book series that has like the weird like clown mountain on the cover?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay, I was always too scared to read those.
I don't think it's yeah. The artwork is fucking like I think it's an old fucking conversation to say that the artwork is godlike and terrifying, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very scary.
But man, they even it's so scary in fact that when they were reprinting the books, they changed the art, and it was very controversial. Like a lot of people our age and a little older were just all like, "Why would you do that?" The art's what carries the book. Like the writing's cool, like they're cool short stories, right? But the fucking art is what makes them legendary. So it's like, why would you do this? I don't know if they ever followed through with printing new art.
Kids don't like actually scary things nowadays. All the stories have been renovated too. This one's about the guy that lost 8 diamonds when the creeper blew him up into lava.
Yeah, exactly. Like their concept of horror is Halloween skins on Fortnite. They don't want
Two old men draw.
right. Whatever. What was I talking about though? Fucking yeah, scary stories to tell in the dark. Harold, I think it's called. It's about like these 2 farmer brothers who get a scarecrow, and it's like, oh geez, the scarecrow looks weird, but whatever. And then weird shit starts happening, and it's like, oh man, you know what? We really need to get out of this town, this farm. Shit's going weird. Let's grab like the cattle and get the fuck out. So they start bailing, right? And then one of them's like, oh shit, I forgot my my keys to the Escalade or something. They didn't have an Escalade. So, but like the point is they forgot something there. So it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna double back real quick. You just keep going, and I'll catch back up with you, right? And so the other brother who stays, who keeps going with the cattle, like after a while, he's like, oh geez, my brother hasn't come back in a while. I wonder what he's up to. So he turns around to look at the house in the distance, like the farm, and he gets like his telescope or whatever, and he looks, and he sees the scarecrow putting up a bloody like rag of skin on like the top of the house as its own scarecrow.
Oh, that's scary.
So
that
Harold
creepy.
ripped the dude's skin off in the fashion of fucking Pyramid Head from the Silent Hill movie, where he just like grabbed that chick's like skin and just like twisted it off with like one fell swoop, like that shit, and then just hung it up to dry. And it's like that's like the most metal shit ever.
Yeah,
I love it.
that actually kind of reminds me of another classic story. The one about the babysitter who is like putting the kids to bed, and she's like, it's a really fucking creepy ass like clown fucking doll that they have, and like the killer keeps like calling, being like, why don't you go up and check on the kids? And so like eventually she calls the mom and like mentions the creepy clown thing, and the mom's like, we don't have a creepy clown thing. And so she like gets the kids and like gets out of the house or whatever, and like that's fucking scary.
Was that an actual story? Because I remember when that broke out, and like I don't know if it was probably just like a rumor or a scary story people invented just to get everyone spooked into school. But everyone was losing their goddamn
I think it's
minds.
that. Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Oh, geez, the clown person's gonna get you."
It's like, just don't have a big clown thing.
Yeah, just don't.
Or even better. Here's a better defense.
Lock your door.
Well, bad, but buy a big clown thing, and then all of a sudden, if you go up to check on the kids and you have 2 of them, then you know for sure that things are fucked.
Yeah. Nice.
What I was gonna ask you about earlier with the scary, like, scarier stories, it was I've always thought that the Sleepy Hollow Ichabod Crane Headless Horseman story was like one of the fucking coolest.
Oh yeah, yeah, Sleepy Hollow. I especially love the admittedly not amazing Tim Burton one. I think it's Tim Burton. It has Johnny Depp as the actor, so I think it's Tim Burton.
It's definitely Tim Burton then.
Yeah, exactly. But it's got Tim Burton as the main protagonist, as Christopher Walken as the Headless Horseman, or at least the Headless Horseman when he was human.
Ichabod Crane, I can't let you get past the bridge.
Oh,
Am I right?
something like that. Yeah, good job.
I want it to be known, by the way, that I don't hate Tim Burton. I just don't like what he did with Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah, those movies are terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are some people who are diehard fans, but other than that,
Yeah, middle schoolers.
I don't think people will argue with you about the Alice in Wonderland movies by Tim Burton being bad.
Only all of DeviantArt would.
Anyone who goes to Hot Topic would.
Yeah.
I'm being mean, but whatever. Yeah, those movies are great. What were we talking about though? Fucking Headless Horseman.
Ichabod.
Ichabod. Yeah, I love that movie though. The Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow film. They have goddamn Christopher Lloyd as one of the main like he was like a judge, I think. He was all like, Johnny Depp, you must go to Sleepy Hollow. That's my Christopher Lloyd impression.
Johnny Depp, you must go to Sleepy Hollow.
What are you doing?
Christopher Lloyd.
Is that your Christopher Lloyd impression?
Oh, that's right. You haven't seen Back to the Future.
Wait, Christopher Lloyd's in Back to the Future?
Yeah,
What?
he plays Doc Brown.
No, he does not. You are thinking of someone completely different.
No.
Christopher Lloyd is Saruman.
Oh, right.
You
I'm thinking of a.
dink.
Yeah,
Wait, I think dink's an actual word.
it is.
I think I remember I found out that might be a slur. Hold on, I need to fucking...
I don't think it's a slur.
A partner in a well-off working couple with no children. Yeah, you dink!
Well, what's his name then? Fucking.
You're thinking
What?
of Christopher... Wait, hold on.
No, I think I'm right. I think Christopher Lloyd is Doc Brown.
Shit!
You fucking dink!
Wait!
You shit ass dink!
Wait! Christopher
Get
Lee!
fucking pwned!
Christopher Lee! I was thinking of Christopher Lee!
Besides, I would have known who you were talking about better if you said Ansem the Wise.
Who?
From Kingdom Hearts.
Who?
Christopher Lee played Ansem the Wise in Kingdom Hearts.
Who are you?
Not a dink, that's who you
Wait,
fucking
Christopher
piece of shit.
Lee voiced a fucking Kingdom Hearts character?
Yeah.
Alright, after we're done with this, I demand like a fucking clip. I need to hear that, because that's gonna be the
Okay.
funniest shit.
And this? We can always buy some sea salt ice cream.
Oh, that's great.
Anyways,
It's great. Anyway.
anyway.
I think it's really cool though. Like I mean it's not cool. It's actually very sad, Ichabod's fate in the story, and it always kind of like haunted me that the lady he was into, because Ichabod goes missing and nobody know what happened to him, got together with like the jerk or whatever. Like it's just a completely like melancholy ending that I think is really well done.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Shit sucks. I always confused Children of the Corn and Silence of the Lambs until I actually saw them.
Okay.
Because whenever I saw Children of the Corn for the first time as a kid, I was waiting for the scene where that one dude dresses up as a girl and goes, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me so hard." I was waiting for that
It puts
scene.
the lotion on the skin.
And I was like, why isn't that scene happening? Where's Hannibal? Where's the killer man? So I was very confused.
I haven't finished that. I started watching it one time at this one chick's house.
Oh, at the
and,
show Hannibal, or?
No, the movie,
Oh, okay.
Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
And then for whatever reason we didn't get to finish it, and then I just never got to see the rest of it.
Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. Silence of
Yeah.
the Lambs and Red Dragon, probably some of my favorite films ever.
Okay.
Red Dragon being the sequel to Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, I didn't know that was the case.
Well, it's a prequel, but it was the next film. But yeah,
Gotcha.
that one covers who the guy. It focuses around the guy who puts Hannibal in prison, caught him in the first place, and then he has to deal with a new murderer. It has a similar setup of him having to get Hannibal's guidance to find this murderer guy. But I really love that one because I don't know, it approached it in a different way where that new protagonist had his own shtick, his own drama to deal with. They just handled two different philosophies very well compared to him and the original protagonist, how she did things. I don't know. I feel like I'm saying generic blah 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 blanket words, but the point is, both fantastic films. I recommend them wholeheartedly.
Okay.
And Hannibal just is consistently great. The only weird thing is that because it's a sequel, or not a sequel, but like made afterwards, it makes no sense that Hannibal looks considerably older. But other than that,
Yeah.
fantastic film.
Is it? I've seen some stuff, like some people on Twitter being like, "Oh man, so disappointing." I was hoping that they would at least make Hannibal like an anti-hero, but it looks like they're just setting him up to be the villain.
That's
and
stupid.
like the reply was just like, "He eats people." So do they kind of play it like they're really like kind of glorifying or like romanticizing him?
No, he's a fucking despicable monster. It's just that he's helping the main protagonist only because he thinks of it as a game of wits.
Right.
Because the protagonist is like, hey, listen, I need you to help me catch this killer. If you do it, it'll like feed your ego of you being like the smartest dude ever. And he's like, perhaps.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. So like Hannibal is just constantly thinking of how he can escape, how he can best people mentally. He does everything for the sake of the chase, the cat and mouse game. He is not.
I like that sort of character
by any means.
Yeah.
So whoever thinks, oh man, he's like an anti-hero, like no.
Well, no, like they were like romanticizing his character.
Right.
And, yeah.
That shit that's wild to me.
Yeah. Well, you know, people want to fuck everything that they can.
Bro, dude, people be thirsty out there, and you know
it's
what?
like
it's okay to be thirsty.
What's
he
that
eats
fucking?
people.
What's that one serial killer's name? I watched a
real
movie.
one, or
Yeah, there was a real
BTK?
serial killer. No, not that one. There's this serial killer that I watched like a movie, documentary, but movie thing on a little while ago. I don't remember what his name was, but like he was such a handsome and just charming individual that like he had a wife, and like during he like represented himself in court, but like he had so many like fangirls. It was the first like televised trial, I think. And he had so many fangirls like that were there to see him and stuff.
Yeah, you're thinking of Ted Bundy.
That's the one. Yes. Yeah.
The documentary biographical film on him is fantastic.
Yeah, it was really good.
He was not that handsome as the actor is, but
yeah,
it still plays inside a whole like there was like a weird following of people thinking he's so hot and beautiful and geez, it's so disturbing actually.
There's a lot of that though, you know, like there's fucking like Jeff the Killer, you know, romantic fanfics and shit like that. That it's like, why do people romanticize these types of characters?
I feel that's different because Jeff the Killer is such a comical, copy pasta, creepy urban legend. I don't know.
Oh no, but they're like romantic, like, oh, I meet Jeff the Killer and it's like his origin story and it's really weird, and then like his skin gets bleached white and he gets a permanent smile, and then like the girl ends up like murdering her family and he ends up murdering his or something like that, and the two fall in love and like run off together, and the girl like mutilates herself to match him. It's fucking weird. Like
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and then there's like, you know, fucking DeviantArt 14-year-old pictures of like an emo girl and Jeff the Killer like holding hands and shit, and it's like it's really weird how those sorts of figures get romanticized.
I suppose, but then again, you know, I feel like we're focusing too much on the perspective of women romanticizing creepy dudes, but like to flip it around, we have fucking like monster girls and shit.
Yeah, but monster girls are hot. They're not serial killers.
But we're romanticizing making anime waifus out of fucking like Dracula or fucking what was the like Satan hellhounds and shit like that. People who just indiscriminately murder people. I feel like
You did that.
Well, I was just funny. It was a meme, bro. It was just a prank. It was just a prank, bro. It was a meme.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's just, I don't know. I feel like I don't have much of an insight on the topic to really give a definite answer, because I don't know the fucking psychology behind it. But I think people just like to make anime waifus, male or female. I just use that term broadly, but yeah. Do you want to start? You were being a little bitch boy about it, so if you want to start, by all means.
I want to see the drawings that we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we're about to do, Ian. Good job.
Alright, here's me as a vampire, as a stupid, sexy vampire boy.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah,
look
very
at you,
posh.
swag man with the swag going on, swiggity swag. Don't talk back.
With a gay-ass little wallet chain.
I notice your hair's a lot darker of a brown, like a maroon shade.
Yeah, I just did it so it matched with the other dark colors around.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I dig it though. Very reserved. Very not as showy as I assumed you were going to go, but I appreciate the more down to earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to do it like that because vampires aren't like classic vampires aren't the most flashy.
I can't believe that you didn't follow my tutorial on how to draw a wine glass.
That's because I already had it drawn by the time you were fucking rambling about drawing ovals and shit.
Also, you can't see how I was drawing it on my screen. But no, I like that. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why don't you send me your little wolf man and we can be monster buddies together.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I'm Wolfman. Once it loads, there we go. Look at me.
Oh, that's nice.
I thought that'd be funny.
I like that.
I'm
like
only
that.
Wolfman because I forgot to shave, but then later I was like, maybe I should just add on the ears just for the sake of whatever, just try to make it more themed.
That is good. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dude, you should get a vest.
Dude, I could rock a vest.
Either you would, or it would be the lamest thing in the entire universe.
Well, it had to be a good vest, so...
Sure, yeah.
One of these days.
Yeah.
Also, what is up with my reoccurring theme of drawing depressed people with coffee?
Because that's the only way for them to feel alive.
That's fair. I did that with fucking Daisy from our Mario episode.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Alright, here is my personally created monster, whose name I still haven't determined yet, but temporarily it's Jeans Man, or Jorts Man as you wanted to call it.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah, I'll throw up my sketch too, it's pretty similar, but yeah, I need to practice on painting a bit more. Eventually it just kind of turned into cell shading, which, nothing wrong with cell shading, but...
He absolutely looks a lot less ridiculous than I thought he was going to look.
Thank you.
Like, he genuinely looks kind of creepy.
Yeah, like, imagine that fucking, like, bare meat of a chest with, like, pieces of denim, like, stapled to it, and it's, like, bloody and sticky, and, like, that makes the denim, like, really, really crunchy, and yeah, just, I think that would be just the coolest idea for a creepy little monster, man.
I'll be real with you, man. Like, ridiculous concepts, but that could look fucking metal as shit.
Yeah, like I kind of get a who's the guy from Resident Evil?
Leon.
No,
Chris,
the fucking.
Wesker.
Why would I be talking about a main character? I'm clearly
Because
talking about
Leon's
this
the
giant
coolest.
zombie guy.
Like
I'm talking about
the Tyrant, Mr. X, Nemesis.
Nemesis. That's the one. Like I get kind of a Nemesis vibe. Where,
Oh yeah, he has a bit of a Nemesis mouth.
Like I get the vibe that this guy would be like an escaped fucking like mental ward or like deformity ward patient that I don't know why he has denim stapled to him or why he doesn't have skin, but like, you know, something like that, like just a fucking like lumbering guy who like if you ran into him at night he would just like chase you down and tear the shit out of you.
I see. Also, I like how just an aside, Samara's in the hypothetical is asking what traditional monsters each of us are, and she's all like, okay, so clearly Ian's a vampire, and then Russell's a fucking man furry. Just in response to our fucking pictures.
What a wonderful friend.
Yes, man. But anyways, yeah, I like that. I feel like you should really use that concept for something at some point. I legitimately
Yeah,
think it's
I'd like
fascinating.
I really like hooded figures that like you can just see like the whites of their eyes and maybe their mouth. All right, send me your Halloweenified character because I'm kind of curious about who you chose and what you did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is definitely going to be a lot more lighthearted and cutesy compared to yours. But I drew Roll from Mega Man dressed up as Shenko from Darkstalkers.
Oh, that's nice.
Shenko,
That's nice.
Shenko herself being a Chinese vampire. I'm not going to try to pronounce it again because I know I squandered it last time. But I just thought it'd be cute. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot the whatever. I forgot the shade the purple part. But whatever. The point is, yeah, I thought it'd be cute because it's like a little crossover of Capcom characters, and it fits with like Darkstalkers being that spooky Halloween theme. Why won't they?
I'd like to get into that game.
Dude, Darkstalkers is so great. I wish they would make a new one.
I when you brought up that concept, like I was trying to think through characters and like who would I draw and what would I draw them as, and my mind just kept going back to Sora and the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas outfit that he has whenever he goes to that world, because like the characters change their body to fit in. So if it was just like normal human beings and ducks and dogs, like all the fucking Halloween Town people would be like, ew, what the fuck are you? But like if they're weird vampire, ghoul, zombie things, then it fits fine. So that's the only thing I could think of when you suggested that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, I had a lot of fun on this one. I got to try out some new stuff, which I was pretty happy with, and I think we overall drew some pretty nice things.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a fun one.
I hope everyone has a happy All Hallows Eve. And Russell?
Yeah?